Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the VR Talk Show podcast. AgentReaperVR is your host, as always, and today's topic is going to be our favorite video games growing up. Here to talk about their childhood is my friends, Space VR, on the Bean Chair, or the BBC, or the,
sure.
or the XL BBC.
Every other episode, you've gone starting here and this way, and now because you're with Space, you start with her.
You ever heard the term ladies first?
What do you call these things?
Listen, everyone here is pretty much dressed up as a girl.
Yeah, so technically could start with any of us.
Join us.
No.
Anyway, I'll let you continue.
Bed agent.
Anyway, Space VR, Donna Helsing, Pennylicious, and Passion are here to talk about our favorite video games growing up. And since I'm the oldest, I guess I can go first, since I have the most video game experience.
How old are you again?
I am 36 years old.
Oh, I was close. I was going to say 35. I was close.
No, that was last year.
It was.
I'd still
What do you mean
you.
last year?
Last year I was 35. This year I'm 36.
You're
I'm being in
you
this
were
year,
30
so
Yeah, it's not that hard to figure out, Space.
I think you shut the hell up, you 30-year-old.
Seriously, when we were streaming yesterday, she was not paying attention. A lot of the stuff went over her head.
Yeah, so did it for you and me.
But I explained how the same card she played twice worked.
That penny
She also got a little bit. She was also getting a little bit down because she was losing.
Yeah! Yeah, what do you want me to do? I kept getting the nay card 3 times, and it was just sickening. I didn't get a unicorn card like for the longest time. I couldn't.
Agent, next time we should do one of these. We should do it in Discord, one of the VR talk shows, but show off favorite tabletop board games.
While we're talking at the same time. That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, we can probably do that. Anyway, the game that we were playing yesterday was called Unstable Unicorns. It was actually pretty fun. Anyway.
Oh, that was what I
Are you
wanted
talking
to try
about
to
me?
play, but I haven't ever gotten around to it yet. I have it in my list of games I want to play, but
No, it's the same artwork as in Here to Slay. Okay, so our favorite video games growing up.
Hey, put your winding.
So when I was a wee lad growing up,
I knew you were Scottish.
No,
you
I'm
angry
Portuguese.
prick.
Anyway, when I was growing up,
Agent,
what?
I'm sorry. I just have to ask: are your immigration papers in order?
I was born in America.
Sure you were.
Anyway,
I'll be serious now.
Anyway, when I was growing up,
Once again, talking too much.
when I stayed at my aunt's place, I would always go into her room because she would always have a Nintendo system. And one of the favorite games playing with was the very first Final Fantasy game.
so are we talking Super Nintendo? Are we talking N64?
No, like-
what are we talking here?
Like the original NES.
Oh, NES. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
Final Fantasy 1. I liked playing that game. But stupid me kept on forgetting that I didn't have save codes. So I would have to keep on.
Was that back in the day? Was that back in the
Yeah,
day
it's
where
back-
when you completed a level, you had to type in a code in order to save your progress?
Yes.
Yes.
Takes me back.
Another thing that she had was an Atari.
2600. Nice.
Yeah, and that was pretty fun too. Playing Donkey Kong on it too, Pitfall as well. In fact, I think she still has it, and I think it still works because she always keeps things in good condition. Like you know the comforter sheets for your bed. It comes in this like big bag thingy. She would keep it in there. She would keep it in there to keep the dust off it.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Oh god, dying.
Listen, I know you crashed when you were doing like that photo shoot with who was it? Silver?
Yeah, I was doing a video shoot with Silver, and I'm still dying. So I was just about to say, Nessie would love this topic if she were here. You wouldn't get
Posted
Nessie
the
to
thing
shut
out
up
for
about
a
this topic.
week. She had plenty of time to join.
Oh, she's Agent. No offense, she's too busy with her Fansly. Literally, she made plans 2 weeks ago to hang around with Ember, and literally on the day she literally said, "Oh, I'm gonna go and do something else with someone, do something with someone else," and dumped Ember for someone else's plans.
Oh.
Well, we're not trying to dish people out. Let's go back.
Oh,
to
sorry, I forgot. Cut that.
Anyway.
You know he won't. Yeah, how many times have we said, "Hey, let's cut that out of the podcast," and then we listen to it back later when it's out and it's just still in there?
No, I've cut stuff out.
Oh yeah, like the blowjob scene from last
Sometimes.
time.
No, I bleeped that out.
What?
You did?
Yeah, I bleeped it.
Oh no, but you didn't cut the full scene out.
No, I just bleeped whatever the word was.
Oh, making more work for Agent.
Anyway, going back to my thing, still growing up because I was maybe 5 or 10 years old playing those games, and then the Super Nintendo comes out. Which one was it? It was a Mario game. Super Mario Land? Was it? Was that the one where you had like the cape and stuff like that? I think that's the one.
I don't know.
I think so.
I never touched any of the Mario games back then. To be honest with you, the only ones I've really touched are Sunshine and Galaxy a little, and that's it. Oh, and of course Mario Kart.
I know the big one on Super Nintendo was Super Mario World. Was like the big one on Super Nintendo. I don't know if it was that one, but
It might have been that one. I also loved playing Sega back then too. A lot of the Sonic games, Sonic Pinball being one of them, and of course a game that probably no one has ever heard or tried, Vector Man. Vector Man was fun as hell. It was like kind of 3D generated. And when you start the game, it's cool. Because you know how it starts up? You have the Sega logo for all your games. You have your character drop down, and he's like going, whoa, because he's trying to balance out on the edge. And then you can actually move him around, too, like as you were playing it. And you can actually fire your spark balls. And in the background, you see a bunch of the Sega logos being looped together and then just swaying around, going downwards. And then there's like one spot on the screen that you can shoot a small TV that's out of frame. You shoot it, and you blow it up. You get a special ability. You activate that ability, you activate like a nuclear explosion almost. And pretty much it just blacks out everything. The looping in the background stops. The Sega logo goes black. but you're still able to move around and stuff. And the game doesn't start until you hit that start button. I thought that was pretty cool back then, how they did it. So good job on Sega and whoever created Vector Man. That was awesome. N64 I never had, but a buddy of mine's did, and we kept playing Smash Brothers.
Smash.
I'm not gonna touch that.
What?
Jesus Christ! You had to wait for that punchline until I was mid sip. Not dead.
Let's see. PlayStation 1. I just really liked the Tony Hawk games growing up. Didn't play much of anything else except for like Tekken. Didn't get into like Resident Evil until later on. PlayStation 2, my favorite game was Final Fantasy X. And then 360 came out. I'm pretty much in high school at this point. And it was pretty much every single Call of Duty title that came out for the 360.
Yeah. Yeah, that would explain why every time we play Call of Duty, you whip everyone's ass, including mine. That would explain it.
Yeah, see, I told you I had the most video game experience. Not to mention, I always play hardcore mode, so I'm pretty much very careful when I'm trying to go out of a corner. But I really hate this current Call of Duty game because the spawning system sucks so much.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, but you've made some good memories playing DMZ, for example. Like, for example, a certain Passion who's terrible at driving, one star.
Yes, I am one.
Yes.
One star. Yes.
So
So the game might not be that good, but you've made some good memories.
Okay. I mean, technically, like the new Zombies is kind of like DMZ, but not exactly. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's weird. They took away DMZ proper, like the one that was in Modern Warfare 2, and then kind of replaced it with Zombies, but it's not really the same. It's weird. I mainly just stick to multiplayer in Modern Warfare 3. I haven't even touched the campaign. I haven't even loaded up the campaign once. I mainly just stick to multiplayer, and occasionally I'll do Zombies.
The campaign
I'll be right back.
Hit or miss.
Take your time.
Oh, I thought Penny was going to fall on your lap, Donna.
I would rather that, but her horn is dangerously, well, not that dangerously close, but still very close. Any further down, and my kneecap is gonna have a hole drilled in it.
All right. Passion, tell us what your favorite games were growing up.
Well, I was pretty sheltered from video games until about maybe 7 years old, because this was about 2000. And I don't think I had played much beyond like the little like Tiger Electronics games that you would get like from the store up until that point.
Oh yeah, I remember those things.
So I didn't, but because I know that my grandmother had like, because my grandmother was big into game shows, so she would have like the Jeopardy one, the Wheel of Fortune one, stuff like that. I think she had Monopoly. So I played a little bit of those, but it wasn't until about 2000 when I remember it was for my birthday that I got a PS1,
Penny back.
and I literally played it for maybe about a week before I realized, oh shit, the PS2 is out. So, so literally, like, we returned my PS1 to the store and got me a PS2 instead. So I only played that PlayStation 1 for about a week. But PS2, like, racing games are like my bread and butter for PS2. The big one
Penny switch.
that... okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
the big one that I would play more than any other was Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. Like, that was the first game I really tried to, like, 100% complete. And I got like 98% of the way there as a kid, and then finally beat it probably about maybe 6 or 7 years ago. So I was pretty happy with that. Like to say, the Tony Hawk games, Tony Hawk Underground, American Wasteland. I hated Underground 2 because I felt like it was basically just a Jackass tie-in. Like, with all like the Jackass stars they had in it, and how it was more focused on just being raunchy and weird instead of like the actual skating. I didn't really like Thug 2, but first Underground I really liked. I remember using like the map creator thing and like coming up with all these like interesting scenarios for my skater and all that, and played like some of the I think the first game I had on PS2 was NASCAR Thunder 2002, where I would frequently when I wasn't doing races legitimately, I would get in a car and drive the opposite way on the track, purposely trying to crash out Jeff Gordon. Because we hated Jeff Gordon at the time. He was a very easy target. Another game I played as a kid was Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights, which I still have not gotten very far in. Some game I like to revisit at some point. But I'll spare you like the entire list of games that I've played, but play like some of the Ratchet and Clanks, some of the 007 games.
And he's back.
Yes. I was a PlayStation gamer for about 20 years. Until an incident happened at E3. Because I was on board with the PS2, played that, got a PS3 for Christmas, and I think it was like 2009. So I was on PS3 for a long time. Never really got into Xbox. I had an Xbox 360 for a while because my friend wanted me to play it with him, and then he bought me Diablo 3, and I just couldn't really get into it. But anyways, I was on PlayStation, the PS2 all the way up to the PS4, until I think it was E3 2018, where they announced Fortnite was coming to Switch, and I had been playing Fortnite mostly on PC for the longest time. Now, what ended up happening is sometime before E3, I think it was maybe during that spring, a hacker had gotten into my Epic Games account and linked his PlayStation Network with my Epic account.
Oh.
And so because of the way crossplay worked at the time, and I think it still does with Epic, because of the way the crossplay worked, even if you unlink it from a PlayStation account, it doesn't matter because you won't be able to use that account to log into anything other than a PlayStation or PC. So I had like hundreds of dollars worth of cosmetics on there, like dozens of hours of progression on there, and it all went to waste because a hacker got into my account and linked his PlayStation to it, meaning that account was essentially permanently locked to PC and PlayStation. And that's when I kind of gave up on PlayStation and switched over to Xbox. So I started with the Xbox One X. I had that. Now I'm currently on an Xbox Series S. Obviously PC, which is, I think PC is now more my primary system that I game on. But I'll occasionally play like stuff like Forza Horizon. Like basically my Xbox is my Forza Horizon machine. Like that's what it's for. But yeah, like primarily like I played the shit out of racing games growing up. That was kind of my thing. Perfectly in time for Penny.
Wait, before that, you were showing off the racing. I went to visit. You're over here just busting it down. You're fucking getting knocked out to the point you lost your wallet.
Oh yeah, Asphalt.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
when so for the viewers that don't know, I got to actually meet up with Agent in space in real life not that long ago. We went to an arcade and yeah, I played Asphalt 9 Legends and was kind of showing off. Got second place. Normally I get first, but I got second, so not too bad. And then I proceeded to lose my wallet, and we all freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, we definitely did.
It wasn't fun. I wasn't hoping for the fact that there was like a group that immediately used it afterwards. And they kept giving us glances.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they might have stolen it, but you know
I
what? I'm
thought
gonna give
one of
the
them might have
benefit
like
of the doubt.
reached in to the seat to grab your wallet at one point, like when they were walking by, and you just got off the seat too. So it looked kind of sketchy to me, but Space thankfully reached further into the underneath the seat and found your wallet next to where the belt buckle would be.
Oh my gosh, that was such a scary like 10 minutes.
Oh yes. Thank God his wallet was mostly black and a little bit of red. You couldn't even see it unless you were actively looking for it. It was really well hidden. So thank God your wallet was black, but God almighty, that shit was
Lesson learned, don't wear sweatpants to an arcade, especially if you're going to play Asphalt 9 Legends on immersive mode.
All right. Anyway, Penny, it's your turn.
Yeah? Ask me the question again.
What is your favorite video games growing up?
What are some of your gaming experiences as a kid?
Well, that kind of really depends on the consoles. Like, let's start with PC. One of the types of games that I really did enjoy there were these 3 Scooby-Doo games on PC. One was involving a Wild West town that was abandoned, one was involving a Scottish castle, and the third one was involving...
Oh shit!
Egypt.
The Scholastic Scooby-Doo games. I remember those.
Yeah.
I remember. Yes, I remember. I remember those from when I was a kid. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, luckily I think I've been told a way to play them again, because basically I kind of ran into a VTuber called TFM Johnny, and he kind of told me about a program that can allow you to play PC games, old PC games, even on your current software systems. But anyway, so those, and to be honest with you, some of the Flash games that they had on like Cartoon Network, for example.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Oh shit, I remember those too.
Like there was this one where you basically, it was called Holiday Resort or something, and it was like 4 episodes. Basically, it was like all the Cartoon Network characters at a holiday resort, and you kind of had to complete different things. Yeah.
God, what was that? That's taking me back to something right now. It was part of Cartoon Network. I'm vaguely trying to remember it, if anybody else can remember it. It was kind of like a precursor to MySpace, in a way, but it was like Cartoon Network ran it, and like you could like collect different like stickers for your profile and everything of all the different characters and play mini games. Like I know. Yes. What the fuck was that called?
What they're talking about.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna drive me crazy. Anyways, as I stop and think about it, continue.
Cartoon Orbit.
That's the thing. Yep, Cartoon Orbit. God, I love that. I was so into that.
I know. Anyway, nostalgia trip. Anyway, so those were like on the PC ones, and yes, Cartoon Orbit as well. Thank you, Passion, for reminding me. But if we go on to different types of consoles, I have to say a bit of a story with this one. One time, me and my family were out, and we popped into a charity shop, and I'm assuming you Americans know what charity is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking like I think we call them maybe thrift shops over here, if I'm reading this correctly.
Thrift stores.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was a game console in there, and 3 games. And I begged. It was only 20 quid, so it wasn't really that much for my parents. But so I convinced them, bought the console. I still have it to this day. It was a Nintendo 64. It came with some James Bond game, Pokemon Snap, and the game that I'm referring to the most, the gaming series of The Legend of Zelda. Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
So that's where it all started. That's where your obsession with Zelda started.
Yes. It has to be.
Yep, well, here's the thing. I was too young to really understand The Legend of Zelda, but it wasn't until like a couple of years later that I went back to play it that I finally, really got to enjoy the game and understand it and really get into open world stuff. But yes. So yeah, that was Nintendo 64. PS1, my first ever game was Rayman, but I didn't like it very much. So, the second game I ever got was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, or as you Americans pronounce it as, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, because apparently philosopher means something different to you guys.
Yep, I have that one too.
I used to play that one too.
For
I hated trying to sneak past that freaking ogre.
Oh, the troll! I don't
even think I ever got that far in it.
That is one memory I've got, because I remember one time I accidentally dropped the cage that you're supposed to lift up and get the key. The troll wakes up, and I was literally panting scared, even though it was a video game. Though I was about 15 at the time. Let's see what other consoles there were. Did have I'll just say 2 more, and then that'll be it. And these are going even older. The first one, let's see if it can pick it up.
Oh, that was a Game Boy.
Oh yes, I had one of those as well. I had a Game Boy Advance as well. Yes. Oh god, how did I forget about the Game Boy Advance?
No, this was the Game Boy Color.
Oh, okay, you had a Color. See, I had an Advance.
Yeah, no, this is a Game Boy Advance SP. I put in a Game Boy Color cartridge. This...
Yeah, that's the Advance.
Yeah. For Game Boy Color, again, it was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. For Game Boy Advance, it was a game called The Herbs Sims in the City. It's the only Herbs game I've ever played. And it's not like the one you play, Space. It actually has a storyline. You do have to interact with people and actually get to know them a bit, complete missions, and in the end you have to stop someone from taking over a city using a time machine.
Oh.
So, yeah, I've still got a handful of those games to date. So, yeah, so that's Nintendo 64, PS1... don't get me started on PS2. I had way too many games for that console.
Well, we're not asking you for your entire collection. We're just asking for your favorites.
I know. I'm just saying there were so many. I had so many games that were good there that it was hard to tell with that console.
I'm remembering a one thing that, like, from a nostalgia standpoint that I forgot, how blown away I was the first time I saw Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Like, that game blew me away. Like, I thought it was so crazy how you could get in a car and it would, like, you had the radio station, like, playing all these songs that, like, you knew, and not only that, but, like, have it, like, persist as you got out of the car and then went around and then got back in. It would be a different part of the song, and they had, like, all these different radio stations to choose from. Like, that blew my mind as a kid.
I'll be honest with you, I still haven't completed Vice City. I've started it so many times, but let's just say I have actually finally finished Vice City because I actually sat down and actually started playing it. Yes, Donna?
I was gonna say I'm being invited. I was gonna say, could I probably explain my story later or now?
Yeah, you do yours now.
I think I haven't really played that many games, but for my favorites, it's from when I was just a kid. My mom got me an Xbox from, I guess I used to call it a junk shop because it had a lot of antiques all over the place. But I was a kid. All I call it was junk. That's why I got. I think it was the original Xbox. You know, the ones that had like the wire connecting thing.
Yeah.
The first game I played, I only played a few, like, mostly gun games, like, I think, I'm trying to remember what it was called. Was it, I know one of them was, I think, Mech Assault 2, where you just play as some quiet dude who goes in power armor, you have to press a few button combinations to steal a mech. And another one, I think it was Brute Force, where you play as a few characters. Like some dude who can wield too many guns, an alligator-looking person, and two chicks. One's a sniper and one has a weird phase blade that can go stealth mode. Those were what I played as a kid until I got the Xbox 360, and the first game I got with it was Halo Combat Evolved. I played through a lot of that, but my small brain didn't know how to finish one of the levels, which I couldn't remember. Probably could have beat it now. I might. I don't know. But yeah, those are my favorite ones I've played when I was a kid. Of course, there was the Xbox One, and I think the first game I actually played on that was Dark Souls 3. That was a big mistake on my part.
Oh, jeez.
I couldn't get past the first boss, Gundyr. I could not get past him, at least until years later, and I gave myself motivation. I beat him easily, and then I just couldn't leave Lothric. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
God, I am so intimidated by Dark Souls. Like, part of me wants to try it and try to, like, join the elites that have completed it, but it's so fucking intimidating.
Okay. I gotta get going now.
Oh, all right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Y'all stay safe.
You too.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Penny, did you want to finish yours? Or
I can't really think of anything else, really. Like I said, PS2, there were just way too many games. Like, Nintendo could definitely learn from them. But I will say, if we're going for, like, PS3 and older, I will say Fallout and Elder Scrolls. And I'll leave it at that.
all right. Space.
I know the game that I made my yeah.
Okay, Space. Now it's your turn. What is your favorite games growing up?
So, it's definitely it might be a little bit different compared to you guys, because clearly, since you guys are much older than me, I don't have much experience in games. Oh, potatoes. Don't. I see your hands.
I'm just waiting for you to say what your favorite video games are.
So, my favorite video games when I was growing up was Guitar Hero and Modern Warfare. Not Modern Warfare. Holy fuck me. No, it was Black Ops 2 or 3. It was the one with zombies.
They all have
And
zombies.
constantly- Bitch.
It started with technically it started with World at War, right? Was the
Yeah.
first one to technically have zombies, but it was kind of like hidden behind a
Yeah, it's
thing.
like
The
once
first one
you,
to, like actually like just
it's when you complete the campaign.
yeah, you had to like
get
do
it.
some. Yeah, but I think the first one to actually just like unlock it from the start was maybe Black Ops, like the first one.
I think it was Black Ops 2 or 3. One of those two games. Me and my uncles and brothers, we will constantly roll to 4 players. We'll always, like, you know, try to see who could have the best time, like the longest time surviving, trying to kill all the zombies. And it was terrifying. It was fun, but that's the only mode we really played, from what I remember. Guitar Hero was definitely another one that I remember playing with my brother specifically, trying to outrank each other, and that was on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. On that console, because the other two were on the Xbox. On PlayStation, it was Minecraft. Was it? No, that was PlayStation 4. Pretty much Minecraft. I did have the Wii growing up as well with my dad, because he likes thrifting stuff. We had the Club Penguin situation too. It was fun just kind of walking around, waddling. I don't remember much from my childhood, okay? This is like,
What do you mean?
I
You're the
remember
youngest of us
talking
all.
about-
Yeah, right.
Yes, but I didn't have the best childhood.
You want it-
So a lot of it's blocked. So
you wanna feel old, Reaper? She was born after the PlayStation 2 came out.
I was in high school and I was barely.
You feel old yet?
I feel old when I'm around her. All right.
You were around me for 9 days. Throughout the whole time I visited you. Agent.
Listen, when I try like explaining stuff to her, like I tried explaining to her because I recently got her into One Piece. All right, so we're starting off from the very
I
beginning.
feel sorry for you. Oh God, I really feel sorry for you.
Why?
Do you know how fucking many episodes of One Piece there are?
Oh yeah, 1,000. I'm aware, but we're not.
Over 1,000.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah, I've told her,
Oh gosh.
and I'm trying to explain to her like as the episode's playing along of what's going on, even though she's asking questions. Oh, how is he able to do that? Even though a couple of episodes later, there's an episode explaining why he got that power.
I learn to not question it. I just stay quiet as much as possible, and then it'll eventually tell me. But there's TV series that don't tell you shit at all. Okay, sometimes you gotta ask.
I know, but
It's
like,
understandable.
I'm trying to grab my finger and I can't. So yeah, One Piece, they will explain stuff. Sometimes they won't explain it right away. It'll take a couple episodes to get to that point. But it's still a good show. And you're liking it, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm liking it. That's for sure. I could definitely tell the quality compared to it now, but honestly, back then it's not bad. I still like it. You were watching me watch Power Rangers too. I kind of enjoyed that as well, but you kept snoring.
Oh yeah, while she was visiting me, I had her watch like the original Power Rangers. Because she's never heard of Power Rangers.
Mighty Morphin. Woman, we about to fight.
I don't know how you do not know about Power Rangers when there's like so many different Power Rangers coming out every other fucking year.
I am aware that there's Power Rangers. I'm aware that there's shows. I just never have watched an actual episode of them, okay? Till now.
I was about to say, if you didn't had no knowledge that we about to fight, because that was my childhood too.
Back to video games. On the PlayStation 3, if I remember correctly, there's also Minecraft. There's also I don't remember.
You said Minecraft like 5 times already.
What the hell?
Well, she is the Minecraft generation, so.
And she still plays Minecraft to this day on her computer.
Like, I'm struggling with the.
I was literally what?
I'm frustrated with it. Okay. Anyways.
Oh god, how old was I when Minecraft came out? I must have been
It's barely 10 years old.
2009. I think it came out.
I think
in
it's
Java.
older than that.
When it came out.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's past 10.
I think I could have sworn it came out in 2009 for Java.
I think so. So
Minecraft is 13.
That would make me.
It was barely 13 years old, apparently.
That would make me 16. I was 16 when Minecraft came out.
Minecraft Java release date was November 18, 2011.
But it was first.
Oh, 2011. Okay.
So yeah, 13 years old.
First made public in May 2009. But still, it's old. But I'm
No, that would make me older. So that would be.
One thing I'm going to say about Minecraft
19?
is I'm glad that they allow people to make mods, because the amount of mods that people have made out there is just unbelievable.
She loves her mods.
Oh, I won't deny.
Would you
Minecraft
believe-
is probably the most influential game of all time. I will acknowledge that.
I've been playing
Like-
it since... Sorry, I've just got to say this quickly. I've been playing it since about 2013. Modded, vanilla, you name it. I have never beat the Ender Dragon.
Me either. I always get halfway and then I just stop.
I think someone had like a video of it, of them beating the game in like 5 minutes.
Oh, that's not possible.
Oh yeah,
That's not
yeah. The speed runs are insane.
That's speed runs, but the fastest speed run, I believe. Let's see.
There was also I saw a short of someone who like set up a generative like thing for their Twitch chat, where if their Twitch chat like spelled out the name of a block, it would get deleted from the entire seed.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Stuff like that. It is awesome. You can also mess with the
and like they literally deleted like the sand and then the dirt and then the water, and at some point like they just deleted the entire end. So the guy just typed out end, just deleted the entire end, including the Ender Dragon. It's like...
Oh shit.
It was great.
But yeah, I still play Minecraft up to this day. I had like the most amount of mods I played was 172, and that's because that mod, that shit was ridiculous. I didn't even get to use half of the mods in that shit. But before I forget, that was PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. Before I switched to PC, so about a year or two ago. Actually about a year ago, I switched to PC. On the PlayStation 4, I actually had a few more games growing up. It was, again, Minecraft. There was also The Sims 3. Oh, that was on the PlayStation 3 as well. The Sims 3, I believe. If not, you can call me out on it. But I remember playing...
Pretty sure that's right.
And now I play Sims 4. So, on the PlayStation 4 now, it's Minecraft, Sims 4, the whole shenanigans Fortnite,
Call of Duty.
My favorite game, I think. I actually did not have Call of Duty before.
Well, now you do.
Well, yeah, no, I do, but on the PC. But one of my other favorite games that I did enjoy and I still want to enjoy, the thing is that PC is not gonna be fully enjoyable. Is Red Dead Redemption 2. I wanted to get that only because I just liked how cinematic it looked on the PlayStation, and it looks just so beautiful, and like the horsey. The horses.
She loves animals and she just loves scenery
I like plants.
and plants.
I literally bought the 2 packs in Sims that has plants in it.
Can someone like do a like a fan art drawing for this podcast? You know, like the I Like Turtles kid. Can someone draw space as the I Like Turtles kid, but instead of saying I like turtles, it's I like plants.
But a few more mentions of games is Just Dance. My mom got me 2016, 17, and 18 of it. That shit was awesome. I was sweating my ass off, but honestly, I enjoyed those games. Trying them. My brother, my cousins, whenever they go over, I'll pick it up in my room and play with them, and it was really fun playing with it as well. So, and that I am like they said, I am young, so my childhood is somewhat recently, so I don't really. But that's pretty much the games that I kind of grew up with. Mostly, definitely, Black Ops 2 or 3 on the Xbox. I still have it actually. But yeah, we played on that. That's the one I remember the most. Also Tony Hawk. I want a skating game. We'll always purposely smack ourselves or smack off the board, flying down these hills, or try the coolest tricks, but still end up getting shit on. So it was cool, honestly.
You sure it wasn't Skate?
If I had
Skate 3? I think it might have been Skate. I think I might have been 3. I don't remember.
If I had to pick like an absolute favorite game of all time, it would be Fear 2 Project Origin. If anyone's ever played the Fear series.
Oh, Fear.
Be good.
Damn, they need to like remaster the first one.
Okay, I literally like when I was like, I think it was like when I first started college, I came up with like a remastered like collection. You know how back in like the late 2010s, like PlayStation would just constantly just like remaster everything. I came up with like a remastered box art, for like I called it Fear the Armacam collection. And so it would have had like Fear 1 through 3 remastered. God, I would love to see Fear remastered, but unfortunately Warner Brothers owns the rights, and we all know Warner Brothers doesn't know what the hell they're doing in video games, let's be honest. Warner Brothers is like a I don't know about that, but Fear 2 was probably my favorite game, with like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 playing like a close second, but yeah, I just love Fear 2. It was horror, but it was also a shooter. It was just perfect. If you have not played Fear 2, please go play it. It's great. I love it. I would assume Penny's favorite's probably Legend of Zelda, or at least one of the Zelda games.
Probably.
My old favorite game of all time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I might have to say no on that one.
Really?
Really?
Okay, don't get me wrong, a lot of the Legend of Zelda games were good, and I do enjoy Wind Waker, but I wouldn't consider it my most favorite game of all time.
Okay, well, what is it?
I can't think of what game would be my favorite game of all time, but I do know that it is not Legend of Zelda.
I'd be eager to find out. while we sit in awkward silence as Penny
Ponders.
thinks.
I don't really know. There are just so many games out there. Like I said, Fallout games are a competitive choice in the running. Baldur's Gate, that's been funnish if I ever get around to finishing it. A couple of games from my childhood, like I said earlier, but deciding one specific game is so difficult.
That is true.
It is true. Like,
I
I can't even decide what my favorite game is either.
would have said VRChat, but I'm trying to cut back on this.
Well, the only reason that I have a number one game is that when I was doing YouTube content, I actually did a list of my top 15 favorite games. So yeah, that's how I'm able to suss it out. But
Let's see.
I have my chicken wings.
I think if I have to choose, I think some of my favorite games, or my all-time favorite games, would probably come down to Resident Evil 2, the remake. Let's see.
Be right back.
I did like Final Fantasy 15, but calling it as an all-time favorite, probably not. So that's not going to be it. So Final Fantasy X will be one of my all-time favorites as well. You can shit on me all you want. It may have been created for the new players, but it was still a good story.
I think someone else might point techno because he said the crying emoji in the chat. Oh, poor techno.
Let's see.
did you have to go, Penny?
I've got 5 more minutes, but if Techno wants to replace me...
No, we're probably just gonna end it right. Probably gonna end it.
Yeah, let's let
I mean, we've already gone through it all, so and it's been.
Techno really wanted to enjoy, like he was
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Let him join.
It's up to Agent.
Let him join and ask him the question and then end it.
Well, it's already been over an hour.
And podcast last 1 hour.
We did one that was like an hour and a half before too, Reaper.
I know,
We've
but
done something that are that long.
You're like, I want food.
whenever I have to upload to Spotify, it's a limited amount of space that I buy.
The bio?
Ah.
Yeah, I have to buy out,
I
and
didn't know
it
that.
resets every month. So I have 4 hours of space that I've bought out, and I can use that to upload. So why do you think I upload every other month? So that way I'm not uploading every week, so I'm wasting it.
I was gonna- Wait, you only have 4 hours of podcast that you could use every month.
Yes, to be able to upload on Spotify because of the website I'm using called Buzzsprout.
I don't even see Techno online.
Me either. I didn't tell him.
I don't even have Techno online either, so
Checking.
so
P. No, I can't see him online.
all right.
It's up to Agent.
Yeah.
Nah, we're gonna end it.
Bye, techno.
Yeah, sorry, Techno. All right, so that's some of our favorite games growing up, and some of our all-time favorites as well. So, my question to you, audience, is what is your favorite games growing up? Put it down in the comment section so we can know. And also, Thank you for joining us. Hope this brought back some nostalgia of some of the games that we called out. I know a couple of us had some nostalgia out of it. Space is not going to experience nostalgia for like another 10 years.
That's supposed to mean.
It means you're young, that's why.
Cartoon Network, bring back Orbit. Oh wait, Cartoon Network's dead. Never mind, forget it.
No, Cartoon Network, bring back Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I have Cartoon Network.
Bring back Kids Next Door. Down with
Yes.
adult tyranny.
You know that there was actually supposed to be
Please
like
bring it
another
back.
Yeah, I know.
like a sequel to that?
Spin-off.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like them in
Yes,
space
there's a whole
or
like
something like that.
website and
Yeah, but
there's a whole like website and ARG made for it, but
Yeah, but the thing is, the storyline was going to be a lot more darker. Like, literally, the Galactic Kids Next Door were wiping out adult tyranny. Wiping out, as in, like, you know what I mean? I don't want to say kill them.
literally
Kill all
unaliving adults.
Mm.
And teenagers.
Killing what?
Adults.
Killing adults? Why?
Yes.
Well, that was Kids Next Door's thing. You know, fighting kids, fighting against adult tyranny and the scourge of teenagers.
Anyway, nostalgia. Alright, be sure to subscribe to the podcast YouTube channel and also check us out on Spotify. We upload every other week. I know I haven't been uploading for the past 2 weeks because 1 week I spent an entire week with her, and then the week after I was just lazy.
At least you're honest.
Yeah. Yeah, so for 2 weeks I didn't touch VR. And we were supposed to do this podcast last week, but no one showed up.
The timing was not good either.
Anyway, thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you reminisce in some of the video games that we called out today. And have a good day. So, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You
Huh?
don't understand anything that we said before.
Why are you getting so close to my face?
What do you expect? She's blonde.
I'm not blonde.
She's not blonde. She's brunette.
Well, my character.
Alright, well, I gotta get
I'm
going.
Alright.
And besides-
baby.
So, what are we doing tomorrow, though?
Is there any new VRChat games that came out?
Not that I know of. Let me double check quickly. Games. I mean, one thing I was going to suggest besides Aussie Insanity